Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan B. Butler, author of A Saga on Home Video, a fan's guide to U.S. Star Wars home video releases. This time, we jump back to a place we've seen a few times on the show that is not the U.S. for an interesting Star Wars release. Now, we've talked a lot about sort of a double line of cool products coming out of East Asia for Star Wars fans. One of them was the premium limited box editions from MovieNext in Japan. We've got The Force Awakens and Rogue One we've looked at. We looked at The Last Jedi, that red and white gigantic thing back there. But we found in our last episode that they didn't do one of those for Solo. So it seems as though that product line is grinding to a halt for Star Wars unless Solo is an anomaly. We'll just have to see with Episode 9 here quite a while away. Meanwhile, though, we've also been looking at a company called Blufans out of China. And we've looked at Blufans outside of one separate little one-off release. We've been looking at these so-called one-click boxed sets, where they take 3 exclusive versions from Blufans in China, combine them into one box set, and release them with some extra goodies in China. This is something where you have to have a broker to actually be able to purchase these from China to get them to wherever they are, and then usually buy it from the broker. These are very hard to get your hands on. They're usually pretty limited. Generally speaking, they go for about $200 initially US. They tend to go for about $300 on the secondary market like eBay, which is usually where I wind up getting mine. And as far as just giving you a sense of how in demand these are and how hard to get they are, there is a forum on Blu-ray.com that is used for group buys of foreign copies of things. Basically, everybody pools their money, one person buys it, and then it gets distributed out. And the group buy for the one-click box set of the next Star Wars film that didn't have one yet, The Last Jedi, went up at noon on August 11th of 2018. All of the copies that could be purchased were spoken for 9 minutes later. I missed it. Extremely hard to get your hands on, but thankfully, you get your hands on these through some brokers, through eBay. You wind up paying a bit of a premium, but for a fairly consistent $300 price tag, take it or leave it, you'll wind up getting your hands on one of these one-click sets right as they're coming out. And we've already looked at the one for The Force Awakens. That's back behind me. Other arm, dummy! It's back behind me there in black at the top. We've looked at the one for Rogue One. That's on the row underneath, that white one with the cool image on it. This time we take a look at the next Star Wars film to have gotten a one-click box set that was just released out of China from Blufans. That is The Last Jedi. That box set, and these are always so pretty, is this. Alright, so we have Star Wars The Last Jedi. We have the walkers and First Order troops on Crate coming up against, of course, the ski speeders. That actually wraps around to an image on that spine there. And this spine here, go down there, we have Lucasfilm, carries over onto the flap that opens it up. And then the back, right, has our Rebel Alliance / Resistance, I guess, Rebel Alliance to me, symbol there. And then we have our First Order symbol as well. And then down here is your cast crew information. The top is blank. The bottom is blank. What's inside is really cool. Now you open it up using that magnetic flap as with the other ones. Okay? And you have yourself one little goodie plus all 3 of the exclusive Blufans editions for this film that are limited and numbered. And because it's in a one-click set, the numbers match for all 3. And you notice also when you open it up that those symbols are on the inside as well there. Now typically, each of these releases has a different unique sticker on them to help you know they're authentic. In the case of that one-click box, the Blufans exclusive Steelbook symbol / sticker that'll be on the shrink wrap is a lightsaber. It's the Anakin / Luke / Rey lightsaber here. Now note as the two-parter. The unique item that is only in the one-click set that's not available in the 3 individual releases that it includes is going to be in here. So we have our nice little envelope type thing here, right, with Luke, Rose, Chewie, Leia, Praetorians, same kind of scene down here, and the logo. In the back, you got Rey there with the droids and Finn. That's like the Steelbook cover, right, from the UK. That's actually just one side of opening it up. The other side, Kylo with Poe and Hux, and then Phasma and BB-8, whatever that droid's name is. But what's inside is kind of neat. It's little art cards, little original art cards, that also have the exclusive number on them. What makes this a little bit different is that a lot of times when we see this with the Blufans set, it's because the art on these is used for the back, or at least the cardboard attached to the back of the individual releases, but that didn't happen this time. So these are actually just original art. So we have this one for the Battle of Crate. Kylo bowing before Snoke with the Praetorians. Battle with Finn and Phasma. And then here's Luke looking out. It's hard to see unless I scoot it towards you, but it's Rey practicing against the stone. And in each case, on the back, it notes this as Blufans exclusive, or Blufans symbol, blufans.com, Chinese text, 47. It's our 47 exclusive. Exclusive underneath. Lucasfilm logo down at the bottom, and then over here it says Complete Collection Set, right? Also known as the one-click box set. Then you have the 3 regular releases, or regular exclusive releases, through Blufans that are collected in this boxed set. And as is typical, you have the full slip version, the single lenticular version, and the double lenticular version. This is the full slip version. That artwork is very similar to what we saw on most of the releases in the US, at least the non-exclusive releases here. Okay, no text or anything other than just the logo that says Star Wars The Last Jedi. Spine, Blu-ray 3D, Star Wars The Last Jedi, Lucasfilm, and then the Blufans symbol. It's a BE for Blufans exclusive /47 down there in the little circle, right? And the front is slightly embossed. It's kind of actually like the Steelbook that we just saw out of Japan and out of the UK. The border is raised a little above the image, and then in this case the logo is embossed. On the spine, the text of Star Wars The Last Jedi is a little bit embossed, as is the little Blufans logo down here, but not the Blu-ray 3D or the Lucasfilm. On the back, it's BB-8, and he is embossed. It's all nice and shiny, nothing on top or bottom. Inside each of these limited releases, you're going to find the same Steelbook, though the contents will vary, as will some little extra cool little goodie to go along with it. First, let's take a look at the Steelbook itself. This is the Steelbook as presented in China through Blufans. This is a WEA, World Exclusive Art Steelbook. It does not look like what we saw in other regions. Remember, regardless of whether it was 4K or just regular Blu-ray, this was the US Steelbook. And regardless of whether it was 4K or 3D, this was the UK Steelbook. China got this one through Blufans. So again, we have sort of this raised border, so slightly embossed, along with the embossing of the logo. But notice this is a different image, right? They're similar, but they are different. Okay? Basically, the biggest difference here is just the position of Rey, right? On this one, this is the one we see more often. She's kind of turned to the side to look at the viewer. In this one, she's looking straight ahead. Okay? So we have different artwork here than even what we saw on some of the other ones. Then the back, no embossing. It's that teaser poster. And down at the bottom, copyright 2017, trademark Lucasfilm Limited. And then the spine, Blu-ray 3D, Star Wars The Last Jedi. And down at the bottom, just a little Lucasfilm logo. You open this up. And before we even look at the discs, we'll point out that regardless of which of the 3 we're looking at, again, there's only a slight difference in terms of content, in terms of the discs. You're going to have this as your backdrop. Now, you may remember this because that backdrop is basically what we got for the Resistance and First Order covers, the sleeves for the Blu-rays in the UK. They're also the front and back art of the US Steelbook from Best Buy. So we've seen those images before, and here they are combined as the backdrop of our Steelbook. As for the discs, this is one of those times where what China does is a little different than elsewhere. Most regions, it's Blu-ray, Blu-ray bonus disc. And those two travel in a pair. And you can add 4K, or you can add 3D, or you can add both, like in Japan. But those two still travel in a pair, Blu-ray and Blu-ray bonus disc. Not for Blufans in China. What we tend to see for 2 out of the 3 releases for Blufans in China is it's a Blu-ray copy of the movie and a 3D copy of the movie, no bonus disc whatsoever in 2 of these 3 releases. I almost said both, but 2 of these 3 releases. So we start with our regular Blu-ray copy here. Okay. We have Kylo Ren standing there looking out, right? He's about to have the water on his fingers and all that stuff. We have our logo there, Chinese text, Chinese company text and whatnot. This is region ABC, so it'll play in players all around the world. Legalese, mostly in Chinese, Blu-ray disc, and Lucasfilm off to the side here. Okay. As for languages, when you put this in, it's basically English and a whole bunch of different Chinese versions that you can choose. Then we have our 3D disc, right? So logo there in 3D, Blu-ray 3D, Lucasfilm, Rey staring out there with her staff. Again, Chinese company logos, region ABC, legalese going around the edge. As I said, though, each of these has a little extra goodie with it. So in this case, it's this little envelope here. It says Star Wars The Last Jedi, Lucasfilm. Nothing on the other side. Can open this up. And we've got little art cards again, poster cards, essentially. The back has this same image of the Falcon being chased with Lucasfilm down at the bottom for all of them. But we have BB-8 inside the X-Wing. We have Finn, Poe, Luke, Leia, Rey, and Kylo Ren, all with the Last Jedi logo on them. As far as when you see this in shrink wrap, you'll wind up seeing this sticker on this one, right? The Executioner, or whatever they call him, trooper there. And it says Blufans exclusive Steelbook on it in English. You'll also find that with these official releases out of China, to differentiate them, I guess, from bootlegs and whatnot, you still see the little hologram stickers from Disney. This time, I didn't wind up getting them mixed up whenever I was taking the packaging off. So, you know, Disney licensed merchandise, and it just has the product number on it, but I'll be able to match them up more easily when I do a little sidebar for the next edition of A Saga on Home Video. And then the back of it, when you actually look at it on a shelf, doesn't have the BB-8 embossed. It's this, attached with 2 little pieces of tape on either side, like we're used to, 2 little circles of tape. That's where we're going to find some important information, because this time they don't include little cardboard thingies as the little limited edition number things. Instead, it's just built onto these cards. They kind of did away with that, apparently, which is unfortunate, because I thought those were kind of cool, like where the lightsaber was attached to a cardboard piece and you actually pulled it out and this thing was more like an envelope. No, not this time. So our piece of cardboard here is going to give us BB-8. It's going to say Blu-ray 3D, region ABC, the 1080 HD notification there, DTS HD Master Audio 7.1, copy protection, Lucasfilm, Disney, Blufans exclusive number 47 here in the little red box there. And then this points out that this is number 351 out of, how many of these did they make? 650. And of them, only a small amount being put into matching numbered sets within the one-click boxes. So the one-click boxes, very rare. Only 650 of the full slip version available at all. Then you get the rest of your information there in Chinese and whatnot. And then the reverse side is just Kylo there with, again, similar to what we saw before, the Blufans logo, blufans.com, Chinese, 47, exclusive. So again, that is the full slip version. No lenticular sides. Then there are these single and double lenticulars. We'll look at singular first, or single lenticular, singular lenticular. Somehow I combine those two together. That is this. You can see the changing cover already. The cover is lenticular, shows Leia, Luke, and Rey there. Similar to the images in that Walmart exclusive where you can swap them out, only in this case it's lenticular and doesn't have as many characters there. And has the logo on it. Okay, so it's a lenticular front. The back is a static image of Kylo from that same poster series with the copyright date down at the bottom. The spine, Blu-ray 3D, Star Wars The Last Jedi, not heavily embossed, but embossed to a degree here. Then Lucasfilm, and then the slightly embossed BE47, again, just in a different color. Now, as before, you're going to find when you open these up that the Steelbook is the same. Okay, so same Steelbook as what we saw before. Same discs, interior, and everything between the single lenticular and the full slip version. Okay? But the goodies are different. This time it's this little envelope. Star Wars The Last Jedi, Lucasfilm down at the bottom. Nothing written on the back. Open this one up. And we have more art cards. All with kind of the cover art on there, right? Battle of Crate stuff there with Lucasfilm down underneath. But this is this set of poster images. BB-8, Finn, Leia, Kylo, Luke, Rey, Poe, and back to BB-8 again. So another set of art cards. Again, you'll be able to distinguish this on a shelf with a symbol, little sticker, Millennium Falcon there. And it says Blufans exclusive Steelbook, as the other ones do. And again, you'll have that holographic little certificate of authenticity type of symbol, just to kind of let you know that, hey, this is a legit release. And then again, the actual limited edition number is on a little piece here that would be attached to the back with two little pieces of tape, or two little pieces of they're like circular dots of tape / sticker that holds it on, that you can then remove, and it's got your number on it rather than a separate little limited edition thing. So identical to the back, except has all the same information on it as the other one does, and the number again is going to be the same, 631, or excuse me, 351 this time. 351 out of, again, only 650 of the single lenticular made. The other side, where it's got the Blufans information up in the corner, it's Rey with her staff. So that is single lenticular. Ooh! And just to reiterate, it's got the Blu-ray disc for the film, but no bonus disc. It's got the 3D version of the film, and then that's it, right? So 2 discs. Both the movie, regular, and 3D. The most elaborate of the 3, and the one they made the most of, is the double lenticular edition. That is this. And I think this is my favorite out of them. Okay. We've got our lenticular image there of the cover art that's got Luke up at the top, which is pretty cool here. Okay. With the logo, of course. It's not embossed because it is lenticular. The side is going to have the same type of embossing. Blu-ray 3D, embossed title, Lucasfilm not embossed, BE47 embossed underneath. Nothing on the top or bottom. Same thing with the single lenticulars, why I didn't bother to show you. And then there's that artwork that we saw at Target on the back, also lenticular. So nice full cast images, or lots of cast images on both front and back of this one. I really dig the fact that we get to see this other version of these images we've seen before. That's what, to me, I think makes this my favorite one. Plus the little goodie that's inside, because I'm not really big on art cards. So, we take this out, and once again, it's a Steelbook again. And once again, you got a Blu-ray copy of the film and a Blu-ray 3D copy of the film. But this is the double lenticular. So when you open it, there's another spot for another disc. The other disc is the Blu-ray bonus disc that wasn't included in the other 2. Chinese title at the top, Blu-ray disc and Lucasfilm logos over there to the left, bonus on the right, Chinese companies and all region at the bottom, along with the legalese along the edge. Okay, so yes, you can get the bonus disc through a Blufans exclusive release. But if you're getting one of these, it's going to have to be the double lenticular that you get, because otherwise the bonus disc is not included. As for the little sticker this time, which I just stick inside the Steelbook because it doesn't have a little envelope at all, this time Blufans exclusive Steelbook has the X-Wing. And our limited edition sheet here just like the back, except a static image. Basically the same information, except now accounted for the other disc. And Blufans exclusive number 47 in red. Number 351 out of how many? Of double lenticular, they made 1,200. So 1,200 of double, 650 of single and full slip, and then a much smaller amount of all three of those that were then combined together with their matching numbered sets to put into the one-click boxes. Okay. The other side of this one, with the Blufans info, is Luke. And I guess I should point out, I haven't been pointing out, down in the bottom, that little smudge of white isn't just a smudge of white. It's telling you which edition it is. Double lenticular, single lenticular, full slip version down at the bottom. As for the little extra that's in there, I think it's pretty cool. It's not just another set of art cards. It's a little booklet. Right, Star Wars The Last Jedi. Lucasfilm on the back, nothing on the spine. And it's kind of like a guidebook to the film. Lots of pictures with text in English. You may say, well, where have I seen that before? Well, you've seen it before in this form with that tougher, weirder cover as the gallery book in the American exclusive from Target. So once again, China's Blufans outfit has put out a really cool set of exclusives in another exclusive for us if you're really into Star Wars home video. Again, this is the full slip, single lenticular, and double lenticular limited editions from Blufans in China. 650 only were made of full slip and single lenticular, 1,200 of double lenticular, with matching numbers put into a single box set with the extra goodies as the one-click box set of The Last Jedi from Blufans in China, including Blu-ray and the Blu-ray bonus disc, at least in one of them, and Blu-ray 3D, but not 4K, it should be noted here. I like it. I love the one-click sets. They're probably my favorite Star Wars home video items these days. Unfortunately, what I'm hearing is that they may be done with these. There's been some licensing issues that seems to have delayed or perhaps even canceled the Black Panther one, so I'm not really holding out hope for a Solo one. But as I mentioned, the orders went up for this thing in August, well after the home video release in other parts of the world. So since the Solo release was fairly recent, I'm hoping that maybe in the near future we'll get word of a one-click set for some cool releases, full slip and single and double lenticular probably, for Solo as well. But so far, no word yet. It's just a matter of kind of crossing our fingers and hoping that it actually is going to happen. But I don't know, given the fact that we've seen Big Sleeve Edition die, and the Movie Next Premium Limited Box Editions for Star Wars apparently die because there wasn't one for Solo, and what we're seeing about licensing going on with these sets out of China, there's a part of me that doesn't want to hope too much, because I don't want to be let down. But man, what an awesome type of product, perhaps while they lasted, or perhaps to find on the market today. Again, you can find this on places like eBay and whatnot for about $300, about the same or a little bit cheaper now because it's been a little while since they were released for The Force Awakens and Rogue One. Those are the only Star Wars films to have these treatments, but boy, what a treatment it is. With that, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.